What's up guys, Chopper447 here, and I am bringing you a new commentary. Now today we are going to be watching me play GB, so enjoy. This game itself was quite an interesting game, you know. It was happened completely by accident. Well, the guy who chose the game made a big error and decided to put us in radar on. So, I mean, it wasn't exactly an optimum setting for us. But we managed to pull through anyway, so it wasn't too bad. Actually, I think if you watch this game, I think you'll find that we don't just pull through, we destroy. We destroy all comers. So yeah, this game was a complete accident, and as you can see, we are absolutely dominating the other team. I don't exactly know why they're playing Radar On if they're not even good enough to beat people who don't play Radar On. Now, my tips for Radar On basically include Impact, Scavenger, and Marksman. I mean, it's not exactly difficult. And I've got a special clip for you at the end of a friend of mine playing GB and getting a clutch bit of gameplay. Almost ruined it for you there, but just got it at the end. So, what I wanted to talk about today was the Olympics. You know, a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, it's a waste of money." You know, I didn't like them. You know, it was a complete waste of my time. But I rather enjoyed them. I thought that the opening ceremony, albeit a bit chaotic, was actually really good and really impressive, especially if you were watching it live. I thought that the actors did very well, though there weren't as many of British actors as I would have wanted, and I thought the bit with the Queen and James Bond was rather funny. In addition, I thought that the closing ceremony was also quite good. I didn't quite get the bit with the children on the beds. I mean, sometimes they're dancing and the lights and flashing stuff, and I would have appreciated it if there was a bit more dance music, you know, a bit more Nicki Minaj, that kind of thing. I did think that the starting bit of the song by the woman, whoever she was, who was singing "Read All About It." I'll remember her name in a second, but I'm not really that bothered at the moment. Thought it was a bit weak, but apart from that, and I'll talk about the thing more in general now. The Olympics itself, I mean, yes, it's a great showcase of sporting athleticism and that kind of thing, but I just thought that it was a great expression of, you know, fair play and good sportsmanship. You know, nobody got annoyed at anyone else, and nobody was trolling. Nobody was saying, "Ha, you're all terrible." I mean, people celebrated even though they won, you know, bronze in events that they should have won. I mean, that's good. And there was always that great competitivity there and that ambition that, you know, to win. And I think that people, you know, especially me, I like to reflect that in my life. And, you know, I try my best, but sometimes it's a little depressing in Call of Duty. So, talking of depression and Call of Duty, I also wanted to talk about the YouTube community as it stands. Now, I know that I have several opinions on different commentators, and I just thought I'd share them with you. You know, for example, we'll talk about a couple of big YouTube commentators of today. Woody's Gamertag. Now, I know that a lot of people don't like Woody's Gamertag, and they don't like the quality of his videos, but I myself, you know what, I'm a Woody's Gamertag fan. I like his videos, I watch them, and I watch his streams. I like the fact that he's very mature, and he doesn't take his hating to heart. You know, it's very difficult to ignore the trolls out there, and I think it's a really good idea. So yeah, that's my opinion on Woody's Gamertag. Wings of Redemption. I think Wings of Redemption is a slightly faster developing version of me. I mean, he rages at people for no reason other than they killed him, and that he doesn't like losing. So, yeah, I mean, I admitted a couple of my own character flaws there, but there you go. So, yeah, I just think that after watching him play Syndicate on that Bog game, I think that nobody can really take him seriously again. I mean, it's a shame, but, you know, there you go. That's just how things roll, and, you know, character will out in the end. So, also, FPS Kyle. I wish he sort of interacted with the community a bit more. I'm not subscribed to him because I think that once I've seen one giant machine gun shooting giant things at giant targets and blowing up crap, I've seen them all. I mean, it was cool the first time, but then after that, yeah, you know, I've seen one AA-12 shotgun, I've seen them all. So, yeah, I mean, okay, let's go on to Excalizors. And a lot of people, I don't know why, but they don't seem to like Excalizors. I think he's amazing. Excalibur, my bomb buddy, I don't know. and I particularly like Fearcrad. I think his Omegle series is really funny. So however, that's not the YouTube community that I really wanted to talk about. What I really wanted to talk about was the subscribers. I mean, yes, I have, I don't know, 20, but there you go. I just wanted to talk about, you know, what people say on the internet, and I just really, you know, I have a real problem with what people do on the internet. You know, the keyboard warriorness of people when it comes to YouTube commentators and, you know, the videos they produce. I really think that sometimes they go too far. You know, for example, the insults about Colin and, you know, fight me at PAX and that kind of thing. Yeah, I really think that when you start personally insulting someone, then it's really too far. I mean, it's okay. Perhaps it's funny once in a while to say, "Oh, your videos are terrible," blah 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 blah. But it's not okay when you start insulting somebody's kids and wife and saying that kind of thing. I mean, it's not okay. But you know, that's people's choices and their freedom of speech is theirs. That's just my 2 cents on it, you know. And also the nice comments. Now, I think that, you know, for all the various brown nosing that goes on, you know, please watch my videos and give them a like because I love you so much, that kind of thing. You know, I will personally will not be doing that. My comments, oh, my voice is getting all dry because it's going to be a long haul. So my comments, and I always just say like, yay, you're good, and I like your stuff. So I'm gonna drop a like, and then I'm gonna go away. I mean, I don't exactly, you know, ride whoever is making the commentary for themselves, because in the end, I mean, it's just who you are, and you know that makes you, you know, and that makes what you do special. You know, it's not you can do as much editing as you like, and you know you can play the game as much as you like, but when it comes to especially commentary, then it's just who you are. I mean, you can definitely go on, like, I mean, for example, right now I'm attempting not to go as much as I normally do, but I mean, in the end, it just makes it more difficult for me, you know, but it doesn't, you know, ruin my commentary, you know, it doesn't, I know I'm saying you know or not, but I don't really mind. I mean, you can either deal with it or you can GTFO, so there you go. Now, at the moment, we're just destroying their team, so I mean, it's not exactly fair. Just get on Scavenger and just keep shooting there. If they keep on popping out, just keep shooting there. The tactics for Radar on this map are fairly simple. If you're on offense, then you just literally book it to the side that I'm on at the moment. And if you're on defense, then you just stop them booking it to the side that I'm on. And you make sure that they just can't plant plane. I mean, it's pretty easy, as long as you've got a head and your shoulders. Though some people, I dread to think what they do have on their shoulders. I mean, it seems that their rear is on their shoulders at some point. But there you go. I also think that the GB community is something I wanted to talk about as well. I've had a lot of problems with the GB in the past. I mean, for example, I used to play it in the Modern Warfare 2 days, and I used to enjoy it sometimes, and I also used to rage at it in a way that would scare some young children. I mean, I did not like some of the things that happened on there. For example, when they're on offense and you're on defense and you're sitting there the entire game until the last 30 seconds, and then you run up because you might as well, because it's the last 30 seconds, they kill you, plant the bomb, and then it's 2v1. That is, I just hate people that do that, you know, the campers in GB. I really don't like that. Furthermore, I don't like the fact that GB has come down a lot to pre-stuns. That's not my style. I mean, for all I love, you know, the competitivity and playing against good players like yourself. Dry voice. I really think that in the end it should be down to, you know, who's a better team, not who knows the map. You know, not who knows the map. I mean, it's obvious, you know, map control is all good and that, but who can lob their pre-stuns the fastest and then run into the spawn. I mean, yes, it reduces camping because nobody can see anything for the first couple of rounds because all you hear is bush, 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 bush for the stuns and then bang for the flashbangs, and I'm not going to make another sound for the grenades because that's just annoying. And a special word for the day that you would like to know, and a word that sounds like it is, for example, bang or slap. That's called onomatopoeia. So just thought I should teach you a little bit of English there for those of you who want to know that. So, now that I've talked about that, I think I'd talked about something completely random in the world. I thought I'd talk about China. You know, not the Chinese people as in a sense. I just thought I'd talk about human rights and that kind of thing. I know it seems like a boring topic and all that, but I thought I'd just stick in my 2 cents on it. I think that there is, as in the common community. Oh my god, and things are going badly from now on. As in the community, I think that there is a way to win, but there is also a way to win with your dignity intact. And I think China are the NoobTubers of the world. I mean, not the Chinese people themselves, because obviously they're, you know, they're who they are, and they can't do anything if they've got no human rights. It's just rather unfair, I feel. But myself, I think that the governors in China and the people who, you know, their leaders who are restricting their human rights, restricting their internet access and their allowance to information, I think that it's just totally wrong. They are the NoobTubers of the world. They force people to build huge, you know, giant monuments to their greatness, when their greatness is through the subjugation of others. And I think that when you see the giant fireworks display, that you shouldn't be thinking, oh, this fire display is so cool. You should be thinking, no, actually, the millions of children that were forced into basic slavery to build said fireworks render it completely annoying and pretty much obsolete. So, there you go. That's just my opinion. And talking of NoobTubers and knives and all of that, I thought I'd, before I make a huge video on what I want to see from Black Ops 2, though I might just stick this in here anyway and just commentate over the tiny little clip at the end. I think the knife, at the end, I think that the changes to the knife are possibly the greatest thing ever. I think that, you know, having to, you know, equip a certain type of knife and thus losing something, you know, something else that you could have, I think is awesome. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about that. And although I might be at university the entire time that I should be playing Black Ops, the videos won't stop. I don't think they will stop, and I will probably be getting Black Ops anyway. So there you go. That's just what's gonna happen. I mean, deal with it, bruh. So. Also, this is me totally failing. I just can't get to this guy. I'm doing my best, but here, I don't know how I don't die. I literally just walk around shooting. That's how I roll. You know, I walk in, I'm like 50 cents. Take 50 cents. Yeah, I'm like 50 cents. A small metal coin. No, I'm like 50 cents. I take 9 bullets. But yeah. I mean, you may be looking at this going, oh wow, you're doing really well, but trust me, it doesn't last. So also, Black Ops 2, I think the NoobTube will not be coming back as powerful. You know, from what I've heard, I won't list my sources because you probably know them already. But I won't. But yeah, there you go. I think that's awesome. I never want to see the NoobTube again, but if it has to come back, I want it to be so terrible that nobody ever wants to use it. Like in Black Ops, I want it to be like that. I just want it to be so terrible that nobody ever wants to use it. And I do not want another XM25, because although that thing is pishy, I just don't like it. You know, I just find that being hit by it just makes me rage, because not only is it the fact that, you know, it's an explosion and now I can't see anything and there's smoke everywhere and I die to the smoke to someone with marksman and then I rage and call them a god knows what and a who knows which, but the fact that, you know, if this game were Modern Warfare 2 and they had NoobTubes, that this would be the person that would be using them. Now that makes me rage. And people who are using things that are annoying, that leads me to another thing I want to say. Snipers in this game. Now, Modern Warfare 2 sniping was retarded. And yes, you died a lot too. Random people quit-scoping you. Black Ops sniping was also retarded because, well, for the people who were quit-scoping, because they couldn't do it anymore, and so that made me a happy bunny. Unfortunately, for this game, things aren't as good as they had made them out to be. Ah, the quick scoping in this game is possibly the most annoying thing I have ever run into. The amount of kill cams, I might make an hour-long montage of me being quick scoped through bullets because it has happened that many times. If I just start recording right now, play Black Ops for perhaps a week, and then, not Black Ops, I don't know, I'm losing my mind here, play Modern Warfare 3 for about a week, and then I will receive many, many deaths in quick scoping. And, you said receive, so, also, I wanted to talk about the guns in this game as a whole. People who use the MP7 annoy me, not gonna lie. And although you may see me use it in GBs that I post later, that's because either you use it in GB or you're just so outclassed that, you know, what's the point? But, yeah, I just get totally safe there. Look at my screen, it's like jelly. I'm literally doing a 50 cent that's shot like 500 times and survived. You know, I'm like a cat, I've got 9 lives. Actually, I don't, I only die like a couple of times. But, yeah. So, at this intermission, it is 3-1. And we are still beasting. I mean, if you remember in the last game, only one person died, Steve. We're all looking at you. He's the only person that died on a game of Dome with radar on. You would have thought there would be at least one death in our team simply to grenades. But no, we totally trapped them in their spawn. They couldn't get out of that building, and they needed to plant, which was, you know, a really good course of action. So you know, that's good tactics if you want to play radar on. You know, if that's the kind of thing you want to do. Also, to finish up, oh, and there's me getting a kill because that's how I goddamn roll. I mean, it was a little bit risky to walk around that corner, but it seemed that they were just being held up enough and that I could flank. So there we go, and that's the win of the GB. And I don't think they disputed as well, which would have been a really silly thing to do because I have the whole match right here. So yeah, disputing in GB is really annoying. Even if you put up proof, even though you win, you still lose. So this is the clip, and I'm going to talk a bit over it because it shows me dying, and I think you should see me dying. I think it's a learning experience for us all, you know. Especially seeing as it happens quite often. You know, I mean, I think that it's personally educational. You know, I think it's good. So yeah, Downturn. In this match, we had absolutely no idea what to do because we never played Downturn because everyone always rage quits when they see Downturn. I just hope that I'm not mistaking Downturn with Interchange because I don't know either of them. So yes, a common camp spot is that bus, and that's kind of annoying for all of us because nobody likes people to sit like Rosa Parks in the back of the bus. You know, I think one painkiller already. FPS Carl says he's going to make an account called FPS Rosa Parks and sit in the back of the bus. Well, that guy is Rosa Parks. So here's Steve, and he is going to do his stuff. So I am Chopper447, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the other side.
Bomb defused. Nice work, Delta. Well done.